all heard about the divorce rate. We've all heard about all the woes of society. But when we really look at the scriptures and we see that the foundational building block of society is the family, why is the culture this way? Why is America going into bankruptcy? Why are we in such turmoil and why are we in chaos? Because of the family. We want to blame somebody else. But if we'll get serious with ourselves, ultimately, it boils down to fathers and they're leading their families to love one another. And as we begin to grow families that love one another, brothers and sisters that care for one another, and then they have children who care for one another and love one another, we are going to change society.
They're a family that has kind of branched off from the norm. They are focusing more at the family.
I'm very thankful that I'm a homeschooled child, that my parents love us and want to be with us.
I guess our first thoughts of homeschooling were really more of a pragmatic approach, and seeing school shootings, seeing violence. We desired for our children to have a good education. There's a whole different reason to homeschool.
And what do the scriptures say? The children are our responsibility, and not just a responsibility, but a privilege that God has blessed us with these precious lives to train.
We desire mostly to disciple our children to be like Christ, to love one another as brothers and sisters, to honor the Lord.
I think homeschooling is right, and I think that I learned how to share and how to act godly and learn more things about the Bible homeschooling than I would in public school.
In a large family, you can't have everything your own way. And you spend time with others, putting them first.
My friends have said, well, how can Angela do it? And I said, well, she has a lot of responsibility with 6 children, but at the same time, the older children are helping.
Did we think we would have a large family when we got married? No. We thought that we knew what was best and that we could plan this. And after the third child was born, many different things began to happen, and it was the Lord just working on our hearts that God's wisdom is higher than ours and that He is big enough to control that. Did it take a step of faith? Absolutely.
I think God has given us a really good example of family life with the example of Jesus. He lived in submission to His parents.
We need to sharpen our arrows. I want to train up my children so that they will be prepared for the battle.
My parents have the vision to train us up to the glory of God, and that we will go farther, and that they will shoot us like arrows in the hands of a mighty warrior, that we will do great things to serve the Lord.
Our desire is to see the faith of Christianity, Christ's gospel, take effect in our families and then ultimately permeate society. Why? For the glory of God.